This show makes that look so much easier. Hello and welcome to my first anime review. So recently I've watched Free Iwatabi Swim Club, the first season of the anime Free. One of the main characters of this show, Haru, loves swimming. He wears a swimsuit everywhere he goes and he always takes every opportunity to swim, but he doesn't care about winning or beating records or beating his own times. He just cares about swimming, which is completely the opposite of his old childhood friend Rin, who wants to be an Olympic swimmer and will do whatever it takes to win. That key difference between the two is the primary reason for their conflict and the real catalyst of their rivalry. So in the first episode, Haru, Makoto, and Nagisa break into their childhood elementary school swim club, which is soon to be torn down. While they're there, they meet their childhood friend Rin, who's been away in Australia for years, and he reveals that he's quit swimming competitively. But he then challenges Haru to a race, which he immediately accepts. However, the pool is now empty, so they were not able to do so. So the two part ways, and their relationship is further strained because of it. Afterwards, Haru, Makoto, and Nagisa decide to start a swim club at their high school, Iwatabi. So the main focus of this show is the strained relationship between Haru and Rin, and each character of the show is in some way negatively affected by that strained relationship. All of the relationships in this show, especially between Haru, Makoto, and Rin, are really compelling and very interesting. It helps to draw the entire drama of this show together very well. It helps keep all of the stories and all the characters tied together in some way, giving you a sense of genuine reality from this show. I love the slow building of how the show reveals Haru and Rin's past, almost as if we're pulling the information out, as they're both incredibly reluctant to talk about this with anybody. And I also love that it only gives you a minimal amount of that information at a time. The show doesn't treat you like an idiot and just spoon feed all the information. It makes everything a lot more interesting and compelling. The show perfectly hits all the right emotional notes. I love the attention to detail in the animation. For example, on the water, it not only looks incredible and it looks real, it looks like the most crystal clear, smooth, beautiful water you could possibly swim in. It really helps you feel in love with the water the same way Haru is. And the attention to detail in even the little background scenes in the animation are just as incredible. Like when the entire team goes to visit Rei's house. Haru and Makoto are very awkward and weird when they first come in, where Nagisa is incredibly comfortable right away. Because him and Rei are much closer friends and they visit each other often, it just helps you understand that in a more realistic way rather than just being told. It also shows. This show is hilarious, especially Rei and Nagisa, who provide a lot of comic relief that feels genuine and real in this world. It's not forced in at all. Especially because Rei is effectively the definition of the anime guy with glasses meme. There's also a lot of really funny running jokes, like Haru being obsessed with mackerel, or the staff advisor being a former swimsuit model, and nobody seeming to be able to figure that out, even though it's so incredibly obvious. All of that builds up to the final episode of this season, where Rin reveals the real reason he quit swimming and is able to swim at a rally with his childhood friends at the regional tournament. And although they're disqualified for cross-teaming, it is still an absolutely beautiful climax for this season and a brilliant ending for that story. Unlike a lot of sports anime and movies, this show is primarily about the characters, their relationships, their drama, a lot more than it is about the actual sport itself, than it is about winning or competition. A lot like the overall theme of this season, that happiness doesn't come from winning or beating times, it comes from relationships and friendships. This show feels a lot like a mix between Haikyuu and Given. Haikyuu because of how it goes through each character's individual struggles with the sport, especially Rei, and how it goes through all of their personal motivations and reasons to love this sport, along with how they're constantly getting into fistfights. But it's like Given with how it's focused a lot less on the actual sport itself and more on the characters' relationships and their drama between each other, and how they grow to become much better people and let go of their past trauma, like Rin losing his father or Makoto losing his friend. All of that slow character growth is something that I really enjoy in any anime and in really any show. And of course, one of the most important things about an anime is its opening theme, and this one is so incredible. It's super badass and super exciting. It really gets you hyped up for the show. In fact, it's a lot like one of the Power Rangers intros.
Timeless wonders, fire and thunder, all
Overall, this show is really entertaining and cool. It's motivational, it's exciting, it's awesome, it's badass, all of that great stuff. But it also has a much deeper story about friendship and victory. And it's a show that I think just about anybody can learn from and enjoy. Thank you all for watching my first anime review. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. Thank you all again for watching, and have a nice day.